So even when I'm pulling the kids around on the tube, I'm always scouting. It's just another opportunity to learn something about a different spot. So I saw 3 underwater humps on my Lake Master, and I thought I'd rip across them with the sonar to see if there's anything going on up there. So I'm using the traditional 2D sonar set at about 210 kilohertz. I have my chart speed on maximum, and just adjusting sensitivity just so I see some clutter in the water column. And as I go across these humps, you can see there's not much going on the first 2, but that last one I got a bunch of returns at high speed stacked on top of each other, so I thought it'd be a good idea to turn around and take a look at it at slower speed. So this is it. This is about the limitation of traditional 2D sonar. I can see that there's something down there. It might be weeds, some sort of structure, and I can see some marks with water below them, so it looks like fish there. You can park your boat on there. I don't know if that's left to the right of me. I'm not sure where the fish are. Are they to the left of the boat, to the right of the boat, front, back? But it's something you can cast around, and I'm sure you could catch fish. So if you just have sonar and GPS, this is what you get. Plenty of information to catch fish. As far as what imaging can do for you, that's coming up next. So here's a split screen of the exact same moment I went over that at slow speed, with the sonar on top and down imaging on the bottom. And what you'll notice is there's actually 4 structure pieces on the down imaging and only 3 up top. And that's because the 2D sonar has a smaller cone than the super wide down imaging. So it actually caught one more crib in its sonar cone, which is another big advantage of down imaging. So here's just the down imaging view, and you can see how precise that higher frequency beam is, and also because it's wider, it captures more area under the boat, and you can count each individual fish clearly, and you can see the structure clearly. So down imaging is basically the same view, and you read it the same way you would a 2D sonar. It's looking straight down. You can't tell what's left or right, but you do get a much clearer image, and it's easy to interpret, and it's got a little bit wider coverage than your normal 2D sonar. So it's just like a 2D sonar on steroids. So finally we come to side imaging, and this is where you can really realize some advantages. So here I get a top-down view of the whole area. I can tell what's to the right, what's to the left. I can tell which corner the fish are hanging on, and also I can look out 100 feet in each direction and see even schools of fish that I wouldn't have normally seen on any of those other 2 screens. So here I can tell that I should be casting to the back of the boat and to the right, because those fish returns, you can see the shadows from the fish, and they're actually holding out on this corner. And then obviously the final advantage of side imaging is that you can see 100 feet, at least 100 feet in each direction. And driving around with that small sonar cone, I went by these fish and never saw them, but with side imaging, I can tell what side they're on and that they're there. So it's obviously advantageous if you're like trolling on the bay with the little structure. You can look for shadows and be on fish.